Hello YouTube, it is me, Raina, and I am back. So I'm going to discuss basically all that was kind of revealed at D23 this year, and I want to take this time to talk about this. People are saying, oh, I'm disappointed, oh, it was a horrible panel, and I'm like, no, it wasn't. The presentation was great. They had the Rogers musical do a great performance, and they're reiterating and kind of expanding on the movies that are coming up instantly, and not going so far in the future to where you forget about what's actually coming up soon. So, when it comes to that, like, the reason why they went big at Comic-Con, because it was the return of Comic-Con. It's been 3 years because of COVID, and they wanted to be big, and Comic-Con was the place to do it. So D23 is more of a smaller fair from Marvel a lot of times. And I think about the D23 from, 2019, really the only new things they revealed there was She-Hulk, Moon Knight, and Miss Marvel, and that was it. There was nothing else they revealed new there. So really, when you compare the two, this one was kind of more eventful. And I know people had their theories and all this stuff, and I know and I understand that. But to me, lately, when it's come to, especially now with Phase 4, now that we're actually getting closer to, like, mutants and stuff that we've always wanted to see in the MCU, I see theorizing as clowning people's, like, judgment of Marvel and their criticism of certain things, and not taking things at face value. But anyway, on to the panel. So they started out with Wakanda Forever. They went deeper into it. They showed, throughout this panel, they showed a lot of exclusive stuff that they have not released. So I'm probably not going to get every nitty-gritty detail, so keep that in mind. So they basically showcased Wakanda Forever, basically kind of what we got from the trailer before, of, the emotion and everything, and they showcased Angela Bassett's character a lot, and them not wanting to trade vibranium, and that whole conflict. And so, I feel like this movie's going to do great. Once again, I do feel like Black Panther's going to get that Best Picture nomination again. So there's that. I'm all in. And also they went on to Ironheart, which Ryan Coogler is executive producing, and they brought out Anthony Ramos because they're still filming the show. I'm assuming, the lead, she's filming, so, they're in Chicago filming. And Anthony Ramos is playing the villain of the series. He's playing the Hood, who is, like, into the dark arts and, magic. And basically they said the series is about, magic versus technology, which I think would be very interesting with both characters. So, yeah, it'd be great to see that. Once again, they showed footage, and I was hoping they would at least show us, like, a teaser of, Ironheart and Echo, considering these are, kind of brand new characters that the general audience does not know yet, to get people, interested and to actually watch it. Especially after Miss Marvel, unfortunately, did not get the viewership that show deserved. I just want these newer characters to get the same hype as some of the classic Marvel characters. Anyway, next is AntMan and the Wasp. It's kind of the same thing that we learned about at Comic-Con. I understand why they brought it here, considering the movie is so important. It's the first movie of Phase 5. It has Kang the Conqueror in it. It's basically the stuff that really kicks off the main storyline. I could have kind of done without it, but, I understand why they're pushing it so hard. And next was Werewolf by Night. And I kind of figured that they were going to reveal this. There's been so rumor heavy about this show. And basically, it's kind of a throwback to the classic, Universal monster movies of yesteryear. It's in black and white. It's very pulpy. It's very different. It looks very violent. It was kind of a slapdash trailer, but it was very interesting. And they called it like a Marvel Studios special presentation. So I'm assuming with the Guardians Christmas special, they're going to do the same thing with that. And I think we're going to see that a lot with certain, like, just, not a full-fledged TV show, but just, oh, here's a special, whatever. So that looks really good, and I can't wait for that. Next up was Secret Invasion. They released a trailer for that. It looks great. Once again, that was at Comic-Con, but to actually see the trailer and see, like, the paranoia of everything, I think it was just amazing. And Don Cheadle was in it. I'm not sure if I knew that, but he's in it. Rhodey is in it. And speaking of Rhodey, they said that the stuff that happens, the Secret Invasion, is going to lead into Armor Wars. So they did bring that up. It is coming out, and it's going to be basically, I guess, the fallout of that. So that's very interesting. Next was Loki, season 2, and they announced that the actor, who I'm sorry I cannot pronounce his name, but you know who I'm talking about, who was in Everett All at Once, who was in Indiana Jones, The Goonies. We all know him, and I'm so happy that he's getting all these opportunities, and, he's, really great, versatile actor. If you have not seen Everything Ever All at Once, please change that. Everyone's good in that movie, but he is great. So they said that it's very tied to the multiverse. So we knew that about Loki because Kang is in there. And it basically picks up where season 1 left off, with no one not knowing Loki and them kind of time traveling. And so we'll see what's going on with that when that premieres next year. Next was Echo. So they basically talked about how Maya was going to go back home to her family and kind of get in touch with her roots and, kind of get in touch with herself, and all that stuff. And yes, Kingpin is in this. He apparently, in the footage that they showed exclusively for the audience, had like a eye patch. So I'm guessing he's like blind in one eye. And so we'll see what that means for the character of Echo. And I know certain things about the show I'm not going to say here because I think there will be spoilers, but I'm getting more and more hype as more I learn about the show. So stay tuned for that. Speaking of Kingpin, we got Daredevil, of course. Now, they did not specify if this is a variant or if it's the same Daredevil from Netflix, but, it's great to see Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio back on stage playing these characters. So we'll see, how this all points out. There wasn't anything else revealed about the show, like any extra cast members or anything. So there's that one. And of course, we got Captain America New World Order. We got Carl Lumley, who's going to come back, which is great. I'm so happy that story is not over. It's going to carry over from that movie from Falcon Winter Soldier to the movie. And also we had Sam Wilson's friend, who he hung out with, who kind of, took his wings, and so he's going to become the new Falcon. I kind of had that figured out. So basically everything in Falcon Winter Soldier obviously does matter and is going to lead perfectly into this movie. And they released the villain. It's going to be the leader, played by, I forgot the actor's name. He was in The Incredible Hulk. I think he was the main villain in that. So they're bringing him back. They're bringing a lot of people back from the Hulk, like the Abomination, him, which I think is going to lead to a solo Hulk film in the future. But anyway, we're getting that. So that's going to be very great to see. And the Thunderbolts lineup was revealed. We got Yelena, we got Ghost, we got John Walker, we got Bucky. We got the Red Baron. We got, of course, Julie Louis-Dreyfus, as the Thunderbolts. And apparently people are saying that there might be more. I'm not going to go into spoiler territory, but people kind of knew the lineup. And also, Taskmaster is in there, so that'd be very interesting to see how these people play off each other. And this is the last movie in Phase 5, so we'll see how this all culminates together in the movie. And the last thing was the Marvels. Um, we got to see Brie Larson, Tiana Paris, and Emma Vellani and the director Nia DaCosta talk about the Marvels and how these three women come together, how they're gonna like switch places. And from the footage that I heard, that it's gonna be a lot of fun, but also drama. Obviously, we know Monica feels some type of way about Carol from WandaVision, so that'll be interesting to see how all these women from different walks of life come together and be a team. So overall, I enjoyed the announcements. It's kind of stuff that once again was reiterated during Comic Con, but also newer stuff, going kind of deeper into other stuff that we didn't know about the stuff. But yeah, what are you anticipating? What do you want them to announce next? Leave your comments down below, and bye, YouTube.